Just because they're famous doesn't mean they're immune to embarrassment. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity game show fails. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at times celebrities appeared on game or dating shows, before or after they became famous, and either lost big or had a major awkward moment. Number 10. Aaron Paul's Price is Wrong. The Price is Right. This Breaking Bad and BoJack Horseman star appeared on The Price is Right way back in 2000 as a fresh-faced young man seemingly obsessed with host Bob Barker.
You're the man, Bob! Oh my, you're my idol!
He's since sheepishly admitted he downed 6 cans of Red Bull, which explains why he looked like he was, in his own words, on some serious crack.
Aaron, what do you bid on that?
$1,200!
He actually started out well in the competition, but missed out on a brand new car when he guessed just one number wrong off the correct price, and then a touch too high in the Showcase Showdown.
You're over.
His enthusiasm for Bob Barker, on the other hand, was priceless.
Congratulations.
I fucking Bob Barker! Yeah!
Number 9. Patricia Heaton crunches the numbers. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? In 2009, Patricia Heaton appeared on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to raise money for the charity of her choice.
You know I went to Ohio State, right? I don't know that much.
You're a graduate.
When host Regis Philbin presented the Everybody Loves Raymond star with a pretty standard math question, Heaton had a minor meltdown and wouldn't even attempt to figure the question out.
I am so bad at math.
No, but wait a minute, you gotta
And
shut.
when I get nervous.
After using her phone-a-friend to call her husband, Heaton took too long to read the question and he was unable to give an answer.
I'll throw in the other 25,000.
From here, Philbin walked the actress through the problem and helped her solve it step by step in what had to be a major case of game show nerves.
My answer is a 30-quarter.
Number 8. Kareem AbdulJabbar's Mind in the Gutter. Jeopardy. When basketball megastar Kareem AbdulJabbar rang in to answer a question about movie ratings on this 2012 Power Players edition of Jeopardy, little did he know that the result would be this hilarious viral moment. Contestants were read the clue and asked to name the missing movie rating from PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17. The answer is G, but AbdulJabbar instead gave the answer X, to the amusement of the audience, host Alex Trebek, and even himself.
Kareem, what is X? No.
This wasn't the first time the former NBA champion has had a memorable moment on Jeopardy either. In a separate appearance on the show, AbdulJabbar embarrassingly flubbed an easy $200 question about a quote he himself made.
Kareem, who is Kareem AbdulJabbar?
No!
Number 7. Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets a little too excited. Jeopardy. It's hard to blame JGL too much for this one, considering he was only 16 at the time, but we can't help but laugh at this enthusiastic response from the young actor to a clue about the book The Catcher in the Rye.
Joey.
What is Catcher in the Rye?
Right.
I'm so excited!
Before Alex can even finish reading off the answer, Joey can be heard oohing in anticipation before he's able to ring in. With an adorable voice crack, Gordon-Levitt supplies Trebek with the correct response, adding that he's so excited and it's his favorite book. Alex Trebek replies with his go-to catchphrase, "Good for you." Classic Alex.
That's my favorite book.
Good for you.
Number 6. Kellie Pickler misses the button. Celebrity Family Feud. Compared to other game shows that sometimes feature celebrity appearances, Celebrity Family Feud can often feel a little overproduced.
I can't believe we're doing this. I'm gonna do your...
However, that can't stop the occasional entertaining mishap from getting through. A prime example is this moment when country star Kellie Pickler's enthusiasm for naming something specific that only your man is allowed to do to your behind leads her to miss the button and slam her hand on the table, startling host Steve Harvey in the process.
Name something specific that only your man is allowed to do to your behind.
It takes a moment for Harvey to process what just happened, but Pickler does guess the number 1 answer in the end.
You scared the shit out of me.
Number 5. Jon Hamm gets rejected. The big date. It appears that Jon Hamm didn't always share the suave charm of his TV counterpart Don Draper. In 1996, Hamm appeared on the short-lived 90s dating show The Big Date as a contestant vying for the affection of a young woman by the name of Mary.
Jon Hamm is next. He's 25 years old. He's a waiter. Jon Hamm, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Jon.
The long-haired 25-year-old Hamm only had a brief moment to make his case to Mary before she had to choose between him and 2 other contestants.
What else fabulous, Jon?
End it with a fabulous foot massage for an evening of total fabulosity.
Unfortunately for Hamm, Mary decided to go with another guy, leaving Hamm to sit awkwardly alone on a couch for the rest of the episode.
He was the only one who came in and shook her hand, and that's why she picked you, Mark.
Number 4. Jason Alexander forgets his ABCs. Jeopardy! The game of Jeopardy can be unforgiving when it comes to making people look like fools, and even comedy powerhouses can become victims. When the simple clue given essentially boils down to what is the 10th letter of the alphabet, and you ring in with the wrong answer, is there really anybody to blame but yourself?
Jason, what is K? No!
Especially when somebody else has already guessed another wrong answer ahead of you. Contestant Carol Burnett was at least wise enough to let the other 2 give wrong answers before she finally answered correctly with J. Well, better late than never.
Carol!
Jay, what is Jay?
You got it!
Number 3. Snoop Dogg's Pie and the Horse. Celebrity Family Feud. Leave it to the one and only Snoop Dogg to give this legendary nonsense answer during Fast Money that left the audience cracking up and Steve Harvey bewildered.
This could be something really good, or you about to be on YouTube.
When asked to fill in the blank, pie in the what, the famous rapper responded with, of all things, horse.
Fill in the blank. Pie in the what?
Horse.
In a moment of sheer bliss, the audience laughed, and a stunned Steve Harvey was momentarily taken aback, while Snoop just giggled and shrugged.
I mean, your brain cells have suffered a little bit. You're gonna have moments like this.
He and his family would end up winning the game, but the most memorable moment of their appearance will always be this hilarious answer.
Snoop just said, pie in the horse.
Number 2. Bill Maher takes one for the team. Pictionary. Who would have ever thought that a game of Pictionary could get this violent? Appearing on the short-lived game show version of the classic board game, Chip star Eric Estrada and comedian Bill Maher are forced to work together to guess what the contestant is drawing.
Yes, yes! Tree is in the humor.
Estrada is on a roll and excitedly guesses the correct answer, following up with an enthusiastic celebration that puts his fist directly into Maher's face. The force of the accidental punch sends Maher flying into the couch and onto the ground so dramatically that we almost have to think he was exaggerating. Well, at least they won the round. Number 1. Wolf Blitzer in the hole. Jeopardy! When CNN's Wolf Blitzer made his second Jeopardy appearance back in 2009, you'd think he'd be prepared.
An accused person in court, along with his counsel. Wolf.
But as a defendant.
No.
That was unfortunately not the case, as Blitzer had one of the most brutal games of Jeopardy imaginable, answering question after question wrong and finishing up with negative $4,600 before being given a balance of $1,000 so he could participate in Final Jeopardy.
So even though you're at minus 4,600 now, we're going to wipe that out. We're going to give you an even $1,000 so you get to play in Final Jeopardy.
Not only did poor Wolf faceplant in his game, he was steamrolled by none other than comedian Andy Richter, who finished with a score of 68,000. We'd say better luck next time, but we have a feeling Blitzer may not see a Jeopardy return in his future.
Wolf, things have not worked out as well as you had hoped for.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.